Hey there, my name's Danny Leibrandt, and today I am with Jake Sheldon, who is the co-founder and co-owner of Pest Control Millionaires, a successful marketing program for pest control companies, along with a portfolio of different service companies, and that might be cleaning, pest control, movers, and so on. And today we are going to talk about automation and specifically automating service communication for pest control. So this is a big one that I think a lot of pest control companies overlook. Maybe they have some other automations in place. Maybe they have no automations in place, but this is definitely one of the ones they should have is service communication of, we'll be there in 5 minutes. Okay, how's the service? Maybe asking for reviews and such. So we're going to dive into that, really all of that in this episode today. And thanks so much for coming on, Jake.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So first, let's just talk a little bit about why service communication is so important. Before, after, during, talk all about it.
Yeah, before I had automated reminders that we were coming out, I can't tell you how many times people were like, "Hey, I didn't know you were coming out," or you should have reminded me I was coming. I could have put my dog away, or so many times that happened before we had these step into place. And another thing is just it's good customer communication. So you're going to retain customers longer because it's just something that you should be doing, and it really does prepare the customer for when you're coming. They could have a dog that's outside, and if you send them a 15-minute reminder that you're coming out on autopilot, that's important. They can put their dog away.
Yeah.
So.
No, and I think that's definitely something customers actually want to be sent of like, I think, you might give them a general time frame of like, hey, we'll be there around 10. Hey, we're going to be there a little bit late, just letting you know. Or, hey, is it okay if we come 15 minutes early? Or, here's exactly when we're going to show up. So I think it does prepare them. And again, this isn't like it's a dentist appointment and you're going to them, like you're entering their home. So it's pretty important to let them know like, hey, just letting you know, are we still good for today? So I think it's really important, like you said. So what should you actually be sending before the service? What does that message look like?
Yeah, very simple. And this is a must. You must let them know that you're on their way. And I find that a lot of companies aren't doing this. I think it's one of the most important things you can do for your service, that just simply letting them know that you are on the way. And this could be a 15-minute reminder, 30-minute reminder. We do 15, just letting them know that we're simply on the way.
And that's just, so let's say the service is for, 10 a.m., that's just automated to send at 9:45.
Yep. We use a system called Grilladesk, and a lot of these other systems do it. Field Routes, Grilladesk, I think even Jobber. Most of these platforms have the ability to do that. So if you guys don't have that set up, you need to set that up.
Okay, awesome. Is that pretty easy to set up? That's just a one-time thing?
Yeah. It's very, very simple to set up.
Awesome. And then what about, is there anything during the service or after the service you should set up?
So after the service, it sends them a text, just let them know that we finished. And then even our technicians, of course, take the notes, what chemical they used, what they did. That goes into the notes description. And then we send them a quick text letting them know that the service was done and executed. Just awesome. So that there's no miscommunication on if we even were there or did the service or anything of that nature. So another thing that we like to send out is a review request that's automated.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll jump into that a little bit, but we always are trying to gain more reviews, so you can automate that as well as getting a review request.
Yeah, let's talk about the review request. Obviously, me and you both know how important getting a review is on Google or even other platforms like Yelp and Facebook. Hopefully, if you're watching this video, you've maybe seen some of our other videos and trainings of why they're so important. But let's talk about how to automate collecting reviews and like sending out a request to, maybe new customers or existing customers if you haven't done that already.
Yeah. So for a lot of pest control owners and really any service-based business owners I talk to, a lot of them are just hoping that reviews are going to come in, or they'll even manually send out a text maybe once a year or twice a year. And they're just taking the time to actually text and get those reviews out, or they're just not doing anything at all, which is common as well. It is so important, just like we talked about in previous videos, to get those reviews. And the best way to do it is just automate it. Just automate it. After every single service, just ask them how their service was, get the review. Even if they've left a review, we still have them leave an internal review for us after every single service.
Hey guys, real quick, if you guys are really looking to grow your pest control company, check out what we do at pestcontrolmillionaires.com.
And then do you ever ask for, because I see some companies do this, which I don't really recommend, but I'd like to hear your thoughts of, I'll see like a long-winded approach of like, first you ask them for feedback, and then if the feedback was positive, then you ask for a review. Do you think you should do that?
Yeah, you can do that. We actually do that. It sends out the internal review, and depending on what they left, so if it's a 5-star, it will then send them the Google review.
Okay.
Yep. And then if it's a 4-star or below, so say for example, they leave you a 2-star. Well, you don't want them to leave that 2-star.
Yeah, then don't send them the link. Okay.
Yep. So you can have the automation, like we talked about earlier, if else statement. It will actually not send them your Google review link. And then what I have it do is I have it text all the owners in the company, or you can have it send to like the general managers or whoever. You can have it send whoever you want. And it will send them, be like, hey, Jimmy Anderson left a 2-star review. And it can text them that. And so they know that Jimmy Anderson left that review, and you can call them and be like, hey, Jimmy, hey, I saw that you left a 2-star review. Hey, I just wanted to see, is there anything that we can do to help? What was the actual issue? Again, you're providing great customer service. You're seeing, hey, what was the problem? Oh, yeah, your tech didn't shut my gate, or your tech tracked mud in my house, or whatever it may be. You can hit that issue head on, and that way it doesn't go weeks or months or something where you found out that happened and you didn't take care of that issue, right? Awesome. So that's the power of automation too, is you can also stop issues or even cancellations before they do, when you have this kind of system set up into place. Definitely.
I've got a good question here, which is, how do you strike the right balance between automation and personal touch in your service communication?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. Yeah. Yes. So you don't want to be completely all AI, all automation. For us personally, we still like to jump on the phone with every single one of our customers and close deals. There are some very, very minimal cases where we'll have automation close a sale. It's very, very rare. But at the end of the day, most of our customers still, in today's world, this may shift, right? The world shifts.
Yeah.
But as of now, we still have every single one of our calls jump on with a real person, a real personal human touch. That also gives us opportunity, like we talked about in previous videos, to upsell them on other services. That's hard to do through text. You also can tell them about your referral campaigns. You can also tell them about your gift giveaway campaigns that you do.
Yeah.
And that's very, very difficult to do with a chat bot or an AI bot. That personal touch means a big difference to people, and they're human, right? They feel like they're actually talking to, because they are a live human. It's a lot more personalized when it's a human talking to you. So, because this could all be AI technically, right? We can just type in the script and have this thing go back and forth, but you guys know it's real. It's a lot more personalized touch, and that's what people want still, I believe. Again, that may shift here in a few years, but we do everything still with a personal touch when it has to do with like selling. Now, as far as anything that can be automated through like text, like just a simple reminder, you don't need to call them every single time, because they're already a customer of yours. They already like and trust you. They're already on service. So you don't necessarily need to call them to just let them know you're coming out. That can be a text message. So that when they're already a customers, they already like, trust you, you build a relationship. And Jonas talks about in other videos of how you can build that relationship with your customer. But simple stuff like that, you can automate just through a text.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think there is not necessarily a fine line, but like there are plenty of circumstances where it's okay to automate. It's like, like I would have no problem with hiring a pest control company and they send me an automation 15 minutes before the service saying, hey, we're coming out. Like, even though I probably know it's automation, it seems like it's almost templated and it might even put my name in all caps or something on accident. But I wouldn't have a problem with that, because that makes it easier on them, and it also ensures that it happens. Whereas the tech might actually forget, whereas the software never forgets. It's always going to send that notification. So love that. And something else I'm collecting from this is that at least right now, because like you said, the landscape might change of like how we communicate with each other. But it seems like right now, the back and forth messaging is kind of, or at least a lot of it can just be done with something like ChatGPT or automated in some capacity. But then when it's the phone, it should be all person, all people.
Yep, 100%. I think anything phone should be people. There are AI bots that are coming out that do an okay job. They're not quite there. I would even say like after hour calls are okay for an AI bot.
At least now.
But we even our after hours is still done by a live human, a virtual assistant overseas. So I do think AI is almost there though. It is almost there where it sounds like a real human. It's not quite there yet. People can still tell. So it's not quite there, but by the time you watch this video, it might be already there. So
maybe. I guess we'll see.
Fast.
Honestly, I thought it would. I thought the like AI call answering services would already be perfect by now. So it is taking some time. It might be by early 2026. It might be, whenever. I guess this is just something we have to figure out. But regardless, there is something attractive about the imperfection of humans, that we can just like talk here and you watch the video and we screw up a little bit and we mumble sometimes, but that's, it's nice to connect with people, it doesn't always have to be robots. Right. So I think this is a great episode. Hopefully this taught you a lot about automation and specifically, really how we can build that out for our pest control companies for servicing and the communication around servicing. So great episode. Thank you so much for coming on, Jake. And it's been a pleasure.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I know that we really appreciate you guys taking the time with us here. If you guys have any questions, comments, make sure to throw them in the comment section below. And if you found this valuable, make sure to like and subscribe and to share with your friends who maybe own a service business themselves. Again, our goal here is to provide as much value to you guys as possible. Also, if you guys are really looking to grow your business, make sure to check out our website at pestcontrolmillionaires.com. We'll have the link below in the bio, and we'll also have a free school group for you guys to check out. So, thanks for watching.